This episode of Destructoid is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/Destructoid to get your free trial membership.
Coming up on Destructoid, we've got some details on that new Nintendo coffee machine thing. The DS Lite is DS continued, and NBA Jam all up on your iOS pad. Destructoid's heating up!
Welcome to Destructoid. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Max Scoville. Happy Earth Day!
Max, oh my God, thanks!
You owe me a Coke. What are you doing for Earth Day?
I don't know. Probably getting drunk at home. I mean, it's Friday after all. You know, recycling.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a really active effort to like not litter any more than usual and not kill any endangered animals unless I really have to.
Oh, that's so nice.
I mean, I try and support.
Quite the philanthropist here.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as how it's Friday, normally we would have a review roundup for you, courtesy of Jim Sterling. Unfortunately, he's trapped underneath a giant pile of video games and could not make it to his computer.
What?
No, it's okay. I just forgot to ask him for one. So instead, I want to touch on just a couple of reviews that Destructoid wrote this week, mainly Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat, since we've been talking about them nonstop on the show. I'm sure a lot of you have probably already gotten and finished Portal 2 by now, so you know what's up with that one.
I'm on level 9. I'm almost done.
Level 9. Almost done. I won't be getting my copy until tomorrow, unfortunately, so my weekend plans are set. But what are your impressions so far, Max? Because Jim Sterling reviewed this, he gave it a 10 out of 10. Said it was one of the best games he's ever played.
That's a rarity for Jim, if you're unfamiliar. He doesn't like anything, including you or me. He actually gave me a 4 out of 10. But no, he gave that's just like his 4th 10 ever. I think Portal 2 is incredible. I'm loving it. It's as a sequel, it's just like it's a good sequel. It's like Dark Knight to Batman Begins, that kind of shit. And it's a puzzle game. I mean, at its core, it's a puzzle game, but they managed to put so much of a story into it that you kind of forget that. And it's just weird to be playing. I mean, imagine if you cared about the blocks in Tetris. Like, imagine if, you know...
the blocks had feelings?
Yeah, if you actually were like, oh, it's a square, it's here. But it's nothing like Tetris whatsoever. It's a really, really good game, though, and I'm enjoying the shit out of it.
Have you had a chance to play co-op yet? Because
I haven't. I'm dying to do that.
When I get my copy, we should play, Max.
Oh, are you serious?
Will you play?
I don't know. Shh, nuh-uh. That's my away message. I'm AFK, BRB.
Well, if you guys want to hear more information about it, Jeff Keighley, who you may know is a famous video game journalist, he made this iPad app that is called The Final Hours of Portal 2, and it's all about the game's creation. It's just him talking about it for like 3 hours or something. It's $1.99 on the App Store, so if you really want to hear more behind-the-scenes stuff, you should check it out. Next, Mortal Kombat. Nick Chester reviewed it, gave it an 8.5. I can hear your panties wetting already.
I really like that game. I played that a lot last night. It's the video game equivalent of taking 2 action figures and going like dush 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 dush, you know.
And making them kiss.
I'm like a freaking 8-year-old again. It's just it's so goddamn violent and just slutty and filthy. It's just a dirty, sexy, filthy American game, and I love it.
It is slutty. I called it. Did I not call it? Have you guys seen this video that came out today with Melina wearing like bandages as an outfit and kicking Johnny Cage's ass?
Oh my God, she's such a butterface. She's like the biggest butterface in video games. Shy of Bayonetta. I don't know. It's just this whole thing. It looks like she escaped from like the plastic surgery clinic and is like, they're lopsided. I'm angry about it. But oh my God, it's so much fun. Johnny Cage in this is so much fun to play as. He's just great. I got the crap beat out of me when I was playing, and my sunglasses got like knocked off in a shower of blood. At the end of the match, I won, but he pulls out new sunglasses, like backup sunglasses. He looks like Duke Nukem's shitty cousin. Like,
he does kind of.
I love him.
I
want to play those 2 games at the same time. I'm so stoked on this game. I can't tell that like enough. Portal 2 is a great game for smart people. You think a lot. You feel wonderful playing it. Mortal Kombat is the exact opposite, but in all the right ways. Like it's so violent, so gory. I can see why they banned it in Australia. You know. Actually, I can't because it's a video game, but it's pretty fucking gory.
Well, you guys should check out the reviews online because they're well written and
Sub-Zero rips out some body part. I don't actually know what it is.
Probably a spleen or something.
I think it might be a bladder. I think he freezes your pee and then rips it out.
Oh.
I don't know though. The X-ray moves are really neat. Anyway, speaking of other things, here at Destructoid, we're pretty transparent about how we hate sports because we have asthma and shin splints, so we sit on the bleachers and read Narnia books. Anyway, one sports game that absolutely everybody likes is NBA Jam, unless they're stupid. This is not up for discussion. Today, the iPad version of NBA Jam was released, and it's got 30 NBA teams, and it's got that ridiculous announcer saying stuff like, "From downtown," and "He's on fire," which is the kind of stuff that I say when there's an awkward pause, you know, in like an elevator. Just look at a person from downtown! There's local Wi-Fi and Bluetooth multiplayer available between the iPad and iPhone versions, and EA hinted that there are secret characters that can only be unlocked in the iOS versions. I think a cool NBA Jam team would be Steve Urkel from Family Matters and Screech from Saved by the Bell. Be Nerd BA Jam. I think that's a cool idea, right?
I like that, actually.
But yeah, that's $10. It's a thing you can buy if you have an iPad phone pad, iPads.
Also,
phones.
Dead Space for iOS
Yeah,
is on
$1,
sale for
$1.
like $1 this
Single
weekend.
dollar.
So go grab that if you want. It's originally like $7 or $8.
Cheaper than a soda.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's still scary on an iPad. I don't know.
I'm sure it is if you play it in the dark.
Normally it's like $7 though, so go buy that. That's neat. That's a neat thing.
So last week I reported that the PSP Go was unofficially dead as it had been taken down from Sony's Japanese website. Apparently this is still the case for everyone except North America. Sony Computer Entertainment of America confirmed yesterday that they're going to continue making shipments of the PSP Go in North America, but did not specify why they chose to keep it here and abort it in the rest of the world.
Because we're still dumb buying it.
Yeah, I guess. I'm pretty sure it'll be phased out.
I don't
soon
actually
enough.
know if I've played a PSP Go or not.
I definitely have not.
I seriously don't know if I have. I feel like it just kind of passed me by or something, or you know, I might have been playing the remote for the TV or something. And just,
Well, as it turns out, another handheld that may be on its way out soon is also the DS Lite.
What?
You got one of those? Oh, you got.
Are they going to take it away from me if they discontinue? Are they going to come to my house and
Yeah, they're going to repo it.
That's messed up.
That's right.
What the hell, Nintendo?
It's been rumored that, according to a GameStop internal memo, Nintendo won't be shipping any more DS Lites to GameStop stores, and any remaining stock there will be their last. Destructoid called Nintendo this morning to confirm, but we're unable to receive a comment from them. You know what, though? This kind of makes sense with the 3DS coming out.
Yeah, I can understand why Nintendo wouldn't talk to Destructoid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
also that. I have no idea who called them. But maybe the DSIs will lower in price now.
I think they should be like $5.
I have to say, like, honestly,
I want disposable handhelds. I think that'd be hilarious.
I'm kind of over the 3DS.
I caught 3
think.
Pokemon. This is done. I just got a big pile of them. It's Earth Day. Anyway, let's do a sponsor thingy.
Let's do that.
Okay. Did you know that Netflix is the world's largest subscription service and that it has over 20 million members? That's actually how many people live in Madagascar. And unless you live under a rock in Madagascar, you're probably aware that Netflix offers streaming TV episodes and movies online, as well as DVD rentals by mail. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you have instant access to thousands of titles all streaming online, all of which are accessible from a number of devices, including the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, or Wii entertainment consoles. You can watch as many movies or shows as you want for one low monthly price, and there are never any late fees or due dates. One movie on there that I'm dying to check out is Heartless, which looks like a British version of 8 Mile, but instead of freestyle rap, they've got demons. And it stars Jim Sturgis, that guy from Across the Universe in 21, who looks freakishly like me. And if that's not your thing, they also have The Fast and the Furious, which is one of the finest films ever made by humans. But you can go to Netflix right now and watch any of those streaming. And because you watch our show, and that makes us like you, we're going to give you a free trial membership. So after we're done with our little video game show, you should go to netflix.com/Destructoid and sign up. Back to the show. Okay, so if there's one thing that PC gamers don't like, it's the stuff that Tara said last episode. But if there's one thing they do like, it's mods. Modding games. So I've got some good news for fans of Crysis 2. Crytek CEO Sivat Yurli has written an open letter to the modding community saying that there would be a Crysis 2 editor coming out sometime this summer, and that the CryEngine software development kit should go public in August. So if you're still paying attention even after I said the word software development kit, then you're probably going to be interested in this news that the SDK will be a complete version of the engine with, hold on a second, C++ code access, content exporters, including live create real-time pipeline, shader code, game sample code from Crysis 2, script samples, improved flow graph, and asset examples. Best part, it's going to be free. And as everyone knows, the CryEngine makes things look real pretty, and this sounds like good news for everybody. I'm really excited to see what kind of homemade stuff starts popping up. You know, be wacky. Somebody did like a Crash Bandicoot mod for Crysis, which is nuts. But you can get the full details if you know what shaders and C++'s are. Go to crymod.com and read the big old letter that the guy with the hard-to-pronounce name wrote.
You didn't know what any of those words meant, did you, Max?
I think a C++ is something about bras, isn't it?
No, it's a programming language that
Anyway.
I'm somewhat familiar with. We've got some more news about Project Cafe, Nintendo's new console that everybody's been talking about for the past week. Shigeru Miyamoto has officially confirmed that it's in the works, but warns consumers not to believe everything they hear, saying that there are a few false rumors floating around. One of which may be this leaked picture, which has been popping up on the internet forums across the web for the last day or two. It shows a mock-up of the console along with the words, "Project Cafe is simply the most developer-friendly SDK the industry has ever seen. Deliver unparalleled next-generation performance at current-generation costs. It doesn't get any easier than this." It also claims to have easy portability from PC and Xbox 360, the option to update games at any time, and an integrated MLive framework. So IGN claims to have a source on the inside here. I heard that one before.
Well, I have inside sources at IGN, and I don't believe that at all.
Well, they say that the project has been renamed to Stream kind of temporarily. Apparently they're still deciding on names right now. You don't like that name, do you?
I really wish that Nintendo would take some of their billions of 3DS dollars and put it into hiring someone to think up better names for their systems. Because the Stream. It sounds like Steam, it sounds like, a P thing, like Wii, Stream,
Right.
PP. I don't know.
That's what.
Also, streaming is a thing that videos do. It's also a thing in the woods that has like rocks and water in it. It's just a stupid fucking name. I'm sorry, Nintendo, stop it. What happened to super things?
It is kind
and,
of confusing.
But
Virtual
Boy,
nobody liked
Game
the
Boy.
Wii when they first announced the
Yeah,
name
I
for
still don't like
either.
that name. It's a
Yeah.
retarded name. Remember, it was the Nintendo Revolution?
Yeah.
It was revolutionary. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Also, all the rumors that I've been reading, I was really excited about one of them that I heard that you can fuck it and that it makes paninis.
Where did you read that?
On the internet.
Where on the internet?
In the back.
The back
That
of
might
the
be
internet?
a rumor.
Is that-
It might be complete bullshit. but-
More actual news, because that's not true.
I'm waiting
You
for
cannot
Nintendo
fuck
to
it.
confirm
Believe
or
me,
deny.
If you could, I would have known about it. Would have tried. Anyway, the system is supposed to be manufactured in Taiwan, and it could ship as early as October of this year. When it does, they say it might retail between $350 and $400. I wouldn't exactly call those current generation prices, since that's the most expensive console on the market right now, but whatever. As far as the size goes, they claim it will be comparable to that of the original Xbox 360, and that it will look a lot like a modernized version of the Super Nintendo, which doesn't exactly coincide with the picture that we just showed you, but then again, these are all rumors.
They are reinventing innovation, so maybe they're redesigning the Super Nintendo
The second
too.
we hear more news, it'll be up on Destructoid.com, so if you want like up-to-date news on the Stream or the Wii or whatever you call it, be sure to check them out.
The George Foreman grill.
Modernized Super Nintendo, I don't
see it at all. I
don't
don't know how
see it.
you're gonna stick like discs in there.
I
Well,
don't know.
I
On
think
top of
that's-
that's
that
today's news.
That's,
actually,
on
I
top
think.
of that, that's all the news
That's
we
all the news, yes.
I don't know.
Actually, if
Couple-
for those of you in San Francisco who live there,
We're
you
in
should
the
come
Bay
out.
Area.
You should come
We'll
out
hang out with
to
people from Oakland.
Dolores Park tomorrow
Yeah.
from 1 to 2:30. Destructoid's going to be hosting a Super Street Fighter 4 3DS tournament along with Capcom, and Max and I and the rest of the Destructoid crew will be there.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out. You guys can show up and you can actually do this to Tara
No.
in real
Oh,
life.
that's not
Oh
true.
my God, her
No.
hair is so soft. That's that Pantene Pro V up in that bitch. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna be doing that.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Public park should be a nice day, I
Yeah.
hope. So come join us.
Drink some PBR, bring your fixie. We'll have messenger bags. It's cool, guys. But that concludes our show. Before we go drinking to celebrate Earth Day, because that's all we do, we've got the YouTube comment of the week, or this week, because we only do this occasionally when we remember.
YouTube comment of the week.
This comes from YouTube user Zenovan Hellwolf, which I'm not gonna lie, that's a really badass username. He writes, "As Skeen on your profile page, I'm so fucking done watching Destructoid. All they do is make fun of games they don't like or aren't paid to like, and make fun of their audience as well. Oh, and to banter on like bitches to each other. Reminds me of X-Play. These awkward, unfunny, bad dressing, anemic looking, well, the girls always have mainish figures for some reason. Wannabe, hipster, dofuses don't represent any gamers I know of. Fuck you and your lame ass shows and your whole cast."
Man, I wish we got paid to like games. Maybe then I can get that surgery to make me look less mainish.
Yeah, and I could finally afford to do something about my horrible clothes and my rampant anemia. But you know, we got to keep on trucking because you know what they say. You can't spell Destructoid without truck unless you spell Destructoid right. We don't make fun of our audience, you dumb fucks. What are you talking about?
You're so stupid.
Happy Earth Day, guys. I'm gonna go litter.
I'm gonna go drink out of a paper cup that's environmentally friendly.
We had these scripts printed out just for today.
Just for shits and giggles, I didn't read it.